Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ethan Baxter. I'm the Associate Dean for the STEM disciplines in the Morrissey College of Arts and Sciences, and today I have the honor of representing the entire college in recognizing all of our graduates. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Morrissey College of Arts and Sciences degree granting ceremony of the Graduate School. I want to welcome friends, family, colleagues, staff, and of course students. We are also joined today by the University Provost, David Quigley, and I want to make a special welcome to Phil Schiller and his family. Phil is a distinguished member of our Board of Trustees, a graduate, benefactor, and a dear friend of Boston College. David and Phil will also be honoring graduates in our ceremony today. Before proceeding, I am required to make the following announcement. In the unlikely event of fire or other emergency, Boston College and the Boston Fire Department require that all occupants and staff evacuate the building. Please take note of the various marked exit locations throughout the facility. Should a fire alarm sound, staff. And now, let's begin. On behalf of the Graduate School, I wish to congratulate each and every one of our master's and doctoral graduates and their families. This is a wonderful occasion today, and we hope that all of you will participate in the occasion with joy and enthusiasm. Please join me in the first of many rounds of applause for the graduates of 2024. At this time, I'd like to introduce Father Andrea Vicini of the Society of Jesus of the Department of Theology, who will deliver our invocation.
The Spirit of wisdom accompanied each one of you during your years here at Boston College, and it did it in many ways, some well-known, some not yet fully discovered. It is this spirit of wisdom that we invoke today, together. We name it in many different ways, across cultures and religions, but we all know its benevolent action in our lives, in our world, and in our history. Dear graduating students, with all your parents, relatives, and friends, esteemed Provost, faculty, administrator, and staff here at Boston College. At one voice and with one heart, we all join in entrusting to this spirit of wisdom each one of us, anyone and anything that is dear to us. In this very happy day of your life, you, graduating students, received the symbol of your work during these past years. It tells something of you, of who you are and what you have done. It also strengthens you, each one and all of you together, so that you can continue your journey with a renewed trust and with an even stronger commitment to what is good and just. May this moment and this day help you to walk in the many paths of this world with wisdom, knowledge, humility, confidence, hope, and a new energy and creativity. To invocate this spirit of goodness over all of us, to make this a solemn event and happy celebration, I chose a few words of a Native American invocation by the Indian chief Gray Bear. Grant us the wisdom to see tomorrow's horizon. Give us the strength to rise each day and breathe the breath of life. Touch our spiritual soul. Help us to understand and accept that we are all part of one body. Guide our feet down the passage of forgiveness. Teach us the true lesson of life, the sacred message of love, to spread freely beyond ourselves and among all sisters and brothers throughout the duration of our earthly existence. embrace our minds, and grant us wisdom. And with the words of a Welsh invocation, we all call over us the divine protection. And in protection, strength. And in strength, understanding. And in understanding, knowledge. And in knowledge, the knowledge of justice. And in the knowledge of justice, the love of it. And in that love, the love of all existences. And in the love of all existences, the love of God and all goodness. In the name of the Spirit of wisdom, I wish you to live in the light of Pentecost with all its numerous gifts, now and forever. Amen. And I want to end with a few blessings. Today is a very happy day in which we rejoice. All our efforts, research, and studies led you here. All the friendship, the love, and the support of those who care for you made this happen. Looking back at these 4 years at Boston College might brighten your smile and might give you hope for the rest of your life journey that lies ahead. To bless this moment, the past and the future, I chose a few words from 3 different blessings. The first is Native American, the second is Irish, and the third is Buddhist. May the universal wisdom and beauty of any blessing reach out to you and be with you forever. With the words of a Native American blessing, may the Great Spirit bless you with the knowledge of your inner strength and wisdom. May you have the strength of eagle's wings, the faith and courage to fly to new heights, and the wisdom of the universe to carry you there. With the words of an Irish blessing, may you always have walls for the winds, a roof for the rain, tea besides the fire, laughter to cheer you, those you love near you, and all your heart might desire. May you have love that never ends. Always remember to forget the things that make you sad, but never forget to remember the things that made you glad. Always remember to forget the friends that proved untrue, but never forget to remember those who have stuck by you. Always remember to forget the troubles that passed away, but never forget to remember the blessings that came each day. May you get all your wishes but one, so that you always have something to strive for. May your troubles be less, and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. And finally, with the words of Buddha's discourse on goodwill, Sutta Nipata, may all blessings be filled with joy and peace. Just as a mother with her own life protects her child, her only child, from harm, so within yourself let grow a boundless love for all creatures. Let your love flow outward through the universe to its height, its depth, its broad extent. A limitless love without hatred or enmity. Then, as you stand or walk, sit or lie down, strive for this with one pointed mind. Your life will bring heaven on earth. May you always walk in goodness, beauty, and justice. May God bless you now and forever and ever.
Thank you, Father Vicini, for those thoughtful words of invocation and blessing. I would now like to introduce our speaker for today, Professor Virginia Reinberg, Professor of History. She received her bachelor's degree from Georgetown University, where she was a member of Phi Beta Kappa, her master's and PhD from Princeton University. She has received numerous fellowships from such organizations as the American Council of Learned Societies and the National Endowment for the Humanities, as well as a postdoctoral fellowship from Princeton University. She's been a brilliant teacher who has overseen scores of undergraduate and graduate student theses. She is the recipient of the Professor of the Year Award from the Boston College chapter of Phi Alpha Theta. Her research examines social and religious life in early modern Europe. She teaches courses on early modern European history, focusing on the Reformation, early printed books and their readers, protest movements, and witch trials. She has published a book with Cambridge University Press entitled French Books of Hours, Making an Archive of Prayer, and numerous articles and exhibition catalogs. When not engaged in professional and university life, she uses her leisure time to travel and to learn the Hawaiian language. There's a lot of languages in the ceremony today. With that, please welcome our speaker, Professor Virginia Weinberg.
Aloha mai kako. Warmest greetings on this important day, everyone. Congratulations to all of the graduates, master's degree, and doctoral students. And I begin with warmest congratulations to the families, the parents, the grandparents, the aunts and uncles, cousins, children. Some of you a little too young maybe to understand the important thing that's happening today, to your parent, spouses, partners, and friends of the graduates. It takes a village, folks. You all know that in a very special way today. It was your love and support and encouragement, and when necessary, maybe a little tough love, that brought your graduate to this point today, here. No one goes to graduate school alone. However much it may sometimes feel that way when you're on the path to a graduate degree. So give yourselves a moment of taking pride in having supported your graduate today. To the graduates, you're here because at some point in your life you were captivated by an idea or by wanting to know more about something. Or you were beguiled by the language or the art or the mystery or the puzzle of something. It might have happened in 3rd grade with a report on birds, or electricity, or suspension bridges, or maybe Harry Potter. Or you were captivated by numbers and what they can do, what they can reveal. Maybe it happened to you a bit later, maybe in high school. Or maybe it happened a little later than that, in graduate school. It sometimes happened. Or you found yourself in a laboratory or a library or discovering something out in nature, and you thought, this is my place. These are my people who are trying to understand this thing. I want to do this. You had that experience, and somehow it stayed with you. You never let go of that impulse or that instinct to find out more, to learn more, to discover more. Maybe that lightning bolt, to be honest, faded a little bit in graduate school, but then it came back strong as you were finishing your program. But somehow you never let go of that instinct, and you even cultivated it. Not everyone who gets captivated by knowing or by discovering persists, and that is also you. You not only got grabbed by an idea or by wanting to know something, you persisted. You did the hard work. You did it for more than a day, more than a week, more than a month, more than a semester. You did it for 2 years, or you did it for 3 years, or you did it for 6 years. Shout out to the PhD students. You persisted through your self-doubt and through the doubts of others, sometimes even your teachers or loved ones, let's be honest. You put in your time and your talent, the hard work of acquiring skills and understanding. This is often true of undergraduate degree earners too, but I'm honored to be addressing earners of graduate degrees. because all of you chose the knowledge profession willingly, voluntarily. I congratulate you for being seekers and acquirers of knowledge in a world that doesn't always value knowledge sufficiently well. You invested your time and your efforts. You could have invested in something else, and that would have been fine. But you're here because you chose knowledge as your path. What you chose is precious. And if I give you any advice today, and those of you that know me well know that I always hesitate to give advice. I'm not sure that I've got the right advice for the right person at the right time, but I advise you to defend knowledge. Defend knowledge just as part of your job or your career or your vocation. Defend knowledge as part of being human in the world that we share with other humans. We're at a moment in the history of this country and of our planet when it often feels like knowledge, expertise, careful thought, precise thought, the painstaking acquisition of the understanding of a topic or a field or a product or a line of inquiry are not valued. Or knowledge takes a back seat to efficiency or speed or money or slow acquisition of understanding like you have all shown in the last few years. Seems less valued than the quick take or a soundbite or a social media post, and I speak as an avid consumer of social media. Or reverting to a political ideology without putting in the hard work of figuring out what a policy or an idea truly entails. Go for the harder path, as you have been doing for the past 2 or 6 years. Keep going for what's below the surface, below the first 1 or 2 hits in a Google AI search. Now, I'm not urging you to be impractical. We all need to live in the real world. But I'm urging you to continue to cultivate the impulse to know and to discover that brought you to an advanced degree program in your field. Hold on to your understanding that acquiring knowledge and respecting it is an effort, and it isn't always fast. Support others in cultivating knowledge, even people you don't know personally. Don't just cultivate knowledge for your own sake, although I love to do that, just speaking personally. Cultivate it as part of being a human being in the world. Support education for everyone in every way you can. And here I want to add a word of thanks to those who support knowledge, but for whatever reason weren't able to pursue it themselves in the way they might have liked. People like my maternal grandparents, neither of whom finished 4th grade, because they had to stop school to support their families. But they supported their children and their grandchildren and their community in supporting education and knowledge. Support education for everyone. Vote for it when you have an opportunity to vote for it. Vote to support public schools, public universities, colleges, and community colleges that have been the backbone of aspiration and achievement and progress in this country for centuries. Talk to your fellow inhabitants of your state or your city or this country in support of knowledge. Support private schools and universities too. You are all the beneficiaries of an exceptional private education, as am I, and I value it every day. But support public education as a good for all of us. You know how to do it. Support public libraries. Speak up for the freedom to read, to engage with books, to own books, to talk about the ideas enshrined in books. For everyone, for people like you and for people who are not like you, for people who do not have your abilities or your privileges, for people in prison. Books and learning are precious there. Do books the honor of disagreeing with them. Do ideas and those who voice them the honor of debating the ideas, to make the ideas stronger or to modify them, or to make them more vibrant, to add value to them, to update them for the present day. We'll all be better for upholding open inquiry, freedom of thought, openness to ideas, even ones we don't particularly like to hear. Universities in this country, especially publicly supported universities, are under threat as I speak. I'm not talking about disagreement about policies or open questioning of university procedures and goals. That kind of disagreement or debate only strengthens universities and the knowledge industries that depend on them. I'm talking about the threat of drastic budget cuts, cuts in essential programs, cuts in scholarship funds, failure to invest in tenure-track and full-time teaching faculty, and above all, politically motivated attacks on universities and the support universities can give to science, industry, business, the arts, the knowledge of history, creative writing, and K-12 education. To the scientists among you, defend the sciences and what science can give to all of us whenever you can. To the social scientists, defend the sciences of society and of politics. To the humanists among you, defend the humanities and the unique variety of ways that the humanities lend rigor to our lives, enrich us, and embolden us to live our values in our phenomenally diverse world. And to all of us, defend our universities around the world. Among all of the many tragedies of the ongoing wars around the world, it has been especially devastating to see universities and schools destroyed. In Gaza, where 14 universities have been leveled to rubble. In Afghanistan, where so many schools have been destroyed over the last years, as well as Ukraine, Sudan, and other parts of the world, where universities and schools have been obliterated in order to keep people from knowing and learning. Defend knowledge for all of us, all around the world, in big ways if you're able, and some of you will be able, but certainly in all the everyday ways available to all of us. A word about our ritual today. It's important that you're all here today to celebrate our graduates. And to the graduates, it's important that you are here for this ritual of graduation or commencement. All of the actions, the gestures, and the words that go into a ritual like this, the procession, the music, the applause, the banners, the special robes, it's the only day of the year we get to wear our special clothes, the conferral of diplomas and degrees marks these events as different from our everyday activities. It puts a frame around what we celebrate today, a frame of solemnity. Rituals like this are an initiation for the graduates, of course, marking a stage from non-MA degree holder to MA degree holder, or PhD candidate to doctor. But in a broader way, today's rite is a formal acknowledgement from all of us of respect for learning and a public recognition that our graduates have achieved mastery of a discipline and a field of knowledge in a world in which it's quite difficult to do that. Graduates, treasure what you have acquired at Boston College and defend knowledge for all of us and for the sake of our planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Ginny, very much for your inspiring and encouraging thoughts in defense of knowledge. And now it's time to turn to the awarding of degrees. Before Dean Robert Howe assumes the podium to call the names of this year's graduates, I wish to begin by recognizing the two individuals who represented the master's degree recipients and the doctoral degree recipients at the commencement ceremony earlier this morning. I shall recognize them now, and we shall call them again later to collect their own diplomas. And so first, I would like to ask the PhD representative, Dr. Brian Fleming, to please stand. Brian is the recipient of an interdisciplinary Doctor of Philosophy degree in political science and linguistics. His dissertation is entitled Brotherhood and Unity, Exploring Language and Nationalism in Yugoslav Primers, 1941 to 1992. Brian was graduated with a BA degree magna cum laude in French and International Relations from Lenoir-Rhyne University. He went on to the Institut d'études politiques de Paris, where he received an interdisciplinary master's degree with special mention that included work in development, economics, history, law, and political science. After coming to Boston College and pursuing a master's in linguistics as well as his PhD, Brian assumed a variety of roles within the graduate school and the university as an instructor in linguistics, an academic administrator of the graduate school, and now as an executive director of global engagement at Boston College. In addition, while a graduate at BC, he has provided extensive service to the university, professional associations, and the wider community. I told you there were a lot of languages, so buckle up. Among his many accomplishments, Brian speaks fluent French, conversational German, and Spanish, possesses a reading knowledge of Bulgarian, of course, and has studied over a dozen other languages. And lest I forget, he is also a certified personal trainer who can be seen working with his trainees at the Connell Athletic Center. Brian, thank you for your role in our commencement activities today, in which you so ably represented the wealth of intellectual talent of the doctoral class of 2024. We wish you every success in your future endeavors. And I would now like to ask the master's degree representative, Giordana De Rossi, to please stand. Giordana is the recipient of a Master of Arts degree in Romance Languages and Literatures, specializing in Italian, with a master's thesis entitled Il volgare illustre come riposata all'Elisio, la lingua e la metafora della luce nel libro e del de volgare eloquentia. How'd I do? Okay. Giordana, a native of Venice, received a bachelor in philosophy degree from the University of Padua, where she was the student council president. She has continued her involvement with student organizations here at Boston College, where she's been the treasurer of the Romance Languages and Literatures Graduate Students Association and coordinator of a highly successful graduate student conference, Exile, Narratives of Exclusion and Belonging. In addition, she has been an active volunteer in service organizations both here and in Italy. Most notably has been her recent work at the Scuola Piccoli Italiani de Boston, where she has been teaching Italian culture and history to 4 to 10-year-old children. While engaging in her various service activities, she has also maintained a stellar academic record and received the Sue L. Nguyen Prize for Academic Excellence in the Graduate Studies. Moreover, she has developed native fluency and proficiency in a number of other languages, ranging from her native Italian to English, Spanish, French, and German, to ancient Greek, and even Latin. Her academic excellence and linguistic skills have culminated in her admission to Johns Hopkins for a PhD in the Department of Modern Languages and Literatures. Giordana, thank you for your role in our commencement ceremonies today, in which you so aptly represented the wealth of intellectual talent of our master class of 2024. We wish you every success in all your endeavors. Now, before awarding of the diplomas, I would like to ask all the faculty members who have supervised master's and doctoral students to please rise. Now, thank you for all that you have done for your students and for the advancement of knowledge, the defense of knowledge in the academy. Please give these faculty members an enormous round of applause. At this time, let me remind family members and friends that this is a day for celebration, so please feel free to come down closer for photographs if you would like to. We would appreciate it if you could use the aisle on my far right, which is your far left, and come right on down. In addition, if you would, I would like to remind the students to collect your official diplomas immediately after the ceremony. So thank you for that. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Jen Centra, who will assist with the diplomas, and Associate Dean Robert Howe, who will call the names of degree recipients. We will begin with the doctoral students and their advisors for the hooding ceremony, and then the master's students will commence after that.
Good afternoon, everyone. Brother Dunstan Enzor, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Brian Dunkel, S.J. Mary Catherine Milroy, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Margaret Geeter. Dinakaran Savaria, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor James Keenan, S.J. Hillary Wanya, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor James Keenan, S.J. Brian Fleming, Department of Political Science and the Program in Linguistics in the Department of Eastern and Slavic Languages, accompanied by Professors Thibaut Marseilles and Margaret Thomas. Sam Biasi, Department of Political Science, accompanied by Professor Peter Krause. Chao Lu, Department of Chemistry, accompanied by Professor Dr. Jia Nu. Wenqi Wang, Department of Chemistry, accompanied by Professor Jia Nu. Kevin Wu, Department of Chemistry, accompanied by Professor Jia Nu. Robert Elliott, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Brian Robinette. Michael Pope, Department of Philosophy, accompanied by Professors Richard Atkins and Daniel McCoyne. Mia Michael, Department of History, accompanied by Professor Martin Summers. Jared Hyland, Department of Philosophy, accompanied by Professor Richard Kearney. Lydia Wynne Barry, Department of Philosophy, accompanied by Professor Marina McCoy. Tyler Bryce Parker, Department of Political Science, accompanied by Professor Peter Krause. Rachel Young, Department of History, accompanied by Professor Robert Savage. Miguel Prado, Department of Mathematics, accompanied by Professor Dawei Chen. Nicholas Hayes Moda, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Kathleen Cavaney. Chanel Olivia Ann Robinson. Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Amy Victoria Adkins-Jones. Byron Ratty, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Amy Victoria Adkins-Jones. Dominic Ackerman, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Ruth Langer. Anthony Girjai, Department of Psychology and Neuroscience, accompanied by Professor John Christensen. Peter Fay, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Stephen Pope. Stacy Nguyen, Department of Biology, accompanied by Professor Sarah McMenamin. Jacob Caudell, Department of Mathematics, accompanied by Professor Martin Bridgman. Ryan Ponzi, Department of Chemistry. Accompanied by Professor Jia Nu. Xiang Wang, Department of Chemistry, accompanied by Professor Jia Nu. Nozomi Sophia Miura, Department of Theology, accompanied by Professor Fem Perkins. Adam Slawowski, Department of Political Science, accompanied by Professor Ryan Hanley. Mark Schiller, accompanied by Professor Kenneth Birch and his father, Philip Schiller. Chinsong Yao, Department of Economics, accompanied by Professor Ziji Zhao. Rachel Lin Wong, Department of Chemistry, accompanied by Professor Jia Nu. Asta Malhotra, Department of Economics, accompanied by Professor Charles Murray. Arnab Palit, Department of Economics, accompanied by Professor Charles Murray. Christian Velazquez, Department of Economics, accompanied by Professor Ziji Zhao. Isaiah Starrett, Department of History, accompanied by Professor David Quigley. Inwan O, Department of Political Science, accompanied by Professor Robert Ross. Zinnia Kong, Department of Chemistry, accompanied by Professor Jia Nu. That concludes the awarding of the doctoral degrees. We'll now begin awarding our master's degrees. Giordana De Rossi, Department of Romance, Languages, and Literatures, Italian. Fiona Stacy, Department of English. Jared Hackworth, Department of English. Fari Cannon Ralph. Okay. Fari Cannon Ralph, Department of English. Sarah Poole, Department of English. Heather Brennan, Department of English. Emily Beckler, Department of English. Julia Adamo, Department of English. Mary McGrail, Department of English. Shelby Jones, Department of English. Patrick Bruno Santic, Department of English. Emma Vanderwilly, Department of History. Quinn LaViolette, Department of History. Mackenzie Mills, Department of History. Sophia Lotus, Department of History. Sean Goodman, Department of History. Leah Sauce, Department of History. Rachel Green, Department of History. Jake Yeager, Department of History. Adam Oberstadt Patrick, Department of History. Brittany Smythe, Department of History. Avner Goldstein, Department of History. Spencer North, Classical Studies. Carly Fisher, Department of Psychology and Neuroscience. Madeline Sullivan, Department of Psychology and Neuroscience. Camden Schaefer, Department of Political Science. William Spohn, Department of Political Science. Andre Herrera, Department of Political Science. Timothy Yeager, Department of Philosophy. So stay until it comes out. Benjamin Thomas Kuhlman. His award will be presented by his father, Professor Boyd Taylor Kuhlman. Jude Clymer, Department of Philosophy. Yashi Zhang, Department of Philosophy. Maureen Kelly, Department of Philosophy. Mu Shen Chi, Department of Philosophy. Jose Cuevas, Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Emmanuel Anachukwu, Department of Philosophy. Peter Jablonski. Is there a better way to say it? He's perfect. Okay. Peter Jablonski, S.J., Department of Philosophy and Theology. Rubina Budhu, Department of Political Science. I got that one. William Watkins, Department of Philosophy. Michael Deutsch, Department of Philosophy. Tamara Perez Cantalapidra, Department of Philosophy. Jordan Werner, Department of Philosophy. Eun Lee, Department of Philosophy. Amelia Elick, Department of Philosophy. Andrew Zeppa, Department of Philosophy. Catherine Way, Department of Philosophy. William Timmons, Department of Philosophy. Cassandra Ramirez, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures, Hispanic Studies. Robert Munreos, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures, Hispanic Studies. Naomi Sanabria Aldana, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures. Valerie Sanabria Aldana, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures. Monica Stancheva, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures. Amanda Kocha, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures. Jasmine Ranieri, Department of Romance Languages and Literatures. Alessandro Progotto, Romance Languages and Literatures. Ian Black, Economics. Yao Luo, Department of Economics. Joseph Wilski, Department of Economics. Eduardo Bella, Department of Economics. Kim Kitak, Department of Economics. I believe that concludes the awarding of the degrees.
Let's have one more round of applause for our graduates. What a wonderful round of applause, and we're not even done. What a great spirit. There's more merchandise on the front table, so I now wish to present the winners of this year's Donald and Helen White Prizes. Each year, the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences awards 2 White Prizes, one for the best dissertation in the social sciences and the other for the best dissertation in the humanities. I'll say a few words about each of this year's winners. I now have the honor of presenting the winner of the White Prize for the Social Sciences, Dr. Mia Michael from the Department of History. Will Dr. Michael please come forward? Mia came to BC after completing a bachelor's degree magna cum laude with a BA from the Pierre Laclede Honors College at the University of Missouri St. Louis and a master's in history from Marquette University. Her dissertation, entitled Caring for the Commonwealth, Domestic Work and the New Labor Activism in Boston, 1960 to 2015, examines gender, race, and immigration in the study of recent labor history in Massachusetts. In looking at Massachusetts, Mia was struck by the extraordinary success of domestic workers who, in recent years, organized for and secured a Domestic Workers' Bill of Rights in 2014. Massachusetts is one of 10 states and 3 cities that have passed such legislation since 2010. Mia became interested in the topic after reading Pramila Nadason's book, Household Workers Unite, while working as a part-time nanny. Through a few journalistic and sociological accounts, though a few journalistic and sociological accounts have chronicled the rise of black domestic workers and their foundational organizing work in the 60s and 70s, no one prior to Mia has adequately explained how our predominantly native-born black movement became a multicultural one, with strong support from both organized labor and immigrant rights organizations. Moreover, she provides an excellent account of the tremendous economic and social changes in the broader urban economy and workforce that has spurred the expansion of home care work in global cities like Boston. She has authored numerous articles and received many prizes and fellowships. Among her awards are the Herbert G. Gutman Prize for Outstanding Dissertation in U.S. Labor and Working Class History from the Labor and Working Class History Association, the Outstanding Graduate Student Paper Prize from the American Political History Institute at Boston University, the Ida B. Wells Graduate Student Fellowship from the Coordinating Council for Women in History, and last but not least, the Donald J. White Teaching Excellence Award from Boston College. Mia is currently an assistant professor of history at Wayne State University. Mia, congratulations. We wish you every success. Congratulations. I now have the honor of presenting the winner of the White Prize for the Humanities, Dr. Nicholas Hayes Mota from the Department of Theology. Will Dr. Hayes Mota please come forward? Nicholas came to Boston College from Harvard University, where he received a bachelor's in social studies, summa cum laude, and a Master of Divinity from the Harvard Divinity School. His dissertation, entitled Practicing the Common Good, Catholic Tradition, Community Organizing, and Virtues of Democratic Politics, is an interdisciplinary dissertation that brings together the community organizing perspective of Saul Alinsky with the tradition of Catholic social thought. He argues that the tradition of Catholic thought has steadily focused on the concept of the common good as its motivation and goal that devotes commendable attention to the abstract components of the common good, animated by virtues of solidarity and subsidiarity. But it does not sufficiently attend to the challenges of building the common good in real time in a pluralistic and contentious society such as our own. Drawing upon his own considerable experience as a community organizer, Nicholas argues that the Alinsky organizing tradition provides the bridge between theorizing about the common good and practically working for its realization. He has presented a large number of professional papers, web-based and popular articles. In addition, he has authored many journal articles, book chapters, and book reviews. Presently, he has 2 book manuscripts underway. In addition, he's been the recipient of a number of awards since joining us at Boston College, such as the Boston College Presidential Fellowship, a fellowship from the Close Center for the Study of Constitutional Democracy at Boston College, and the Margaret Flatley Fellowship in Theological Ethics from the Department of Theology. He also engages in substantial service to the community as an organizing trainer and leadership coach to a variety of organizations, as well as service to churches. Nicholas, congratulations. We wish you every success in future endeavors. Congrats. And it is now my honor to present the Dean's Award for Best Dissertation in Mathematics and Science, which goes to Dr. Anthony Girgay of the Department of Psychology and Neuroscience. Will Dr. Girgay please come forward? Anthony received a bachelor's in biology from Boston College, followed by a position as a postgraduate research associate at the Yale School of Medicine, followed by a position as a research technician at Boston College before entering the PhD program in psychology and neuroscience. His dissertation, An Amygdalar Insular Prefrontal Circuit Mediating Social Affective Behavior, engages in a systematic investigation of the neural circuits that underlie social emotional decision-making. Specifically, his work seeks to identify how rodents integrate information about distress in others to determine specific behavioral responses. His model gets at something fundamental to nature, which is that our behavior is heavily influenced by the emotions and motivations of others. And processing this information is elementary to cooperation, trust, and empathy. Anthony has published over 6 referee journal articles, as well as numerous poster presentations. He has been the recipient of awards and fellowships for both his scholarly work as well as his teaching. His teaching accomplishments have been notable. Not only has he received the Donald White Teaching Excellence Award, but he has also supervised 7 undergraduate theses while a graduate student and has included undergraduates as co-authors on some of his publications. Finally, he has been a departmental leader offering service as president of the Graduate Student Association and head of the Behavioral Science Club. Anthony, congratulations, and we wish you nothing but the best of success. Congrats. I now have the honor of presenting the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences Teaching and Mentoring Award. Will Professor Charlie Hoffman please come forward? Prior to joining the Boston College faculty in 1990, Charlie was a postdoctoral fellow at Harvard Medical School. He has a degree in life sciences from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology Department of Biology. In his 34 years at Boston College, he has rendered remarkable service to the graduate school and its students, both in biology and in other departments. He has been our longest sitting graduate program director, it says for 20 years. It's a long time. In his role, he helped with the policy and procedures affecting the entire graduate student body. Moreover, he's been an active participant throughout these years on various committees that assist in the administration of the graduate school. You may have noticed the flag bearer earlier on. For many, many years, that was Charlie's job. At the same time, he has been a stellar caretaker of the graduate school and its students. He has likewise been just as remarkably attentive to student needs within the biology department. I wish to quote from a department faculty letter of nomination. Dr. Hoffman is unusual among STEM faculty in that he still spends a significant amount of his time at the lab bench, doing his own experiments and personally guiding his trainees as they learn the techniques and skills of laboratory science. This style of mentoring is direct, in the spirit of a master craftsman working with an apprentice. Graduate students in Charlie's lab benefit from a role model who still gets deeply involved in the nuts and bolts of research, and they emerge from his laboratory as confident, independent scientists. Not only has he been an extraordinary mentor, but also a great teacher who has taught a varied and large portfolio of classes. In addition to this, he is a scholar who has co-authored over 50 articles and numbers of book chapters. He holds several patents, with several presently pending. He has been an active public speaker, a manuscript reviewer for many years, as well as a grant reviewer. He has received research funding from such organizations as the National Institutes of Health, the American Cancer Society, and the National Science Foundation. I would be remiss if I did not add that nominators note that though he is a serious scientist, he believes that science should be fun. He has promoted science as both a vocation and avocation and inspired students and colleagues alike. This is simply a remarkable recipient before us of the Teaching and Mentoring Award. Charlie is now taking up the role of department chair in the coming year. Charlie, thank you and congratulations. As we come to the end of our time together, I also wish to thank Dean Robert Howe, Associate Dean for Admission Administration, and Ms. Jennifer Centra, Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions and Financial Aid at the Graduate School, for their contributions to the ceremony today. And I would like to thank the administrative support staff for their contributions to the success of today's ceremony, including Kim DeMeo, Chelsea Parsons, Dale Mahoney, Zoe Covell, and Amanda Huffman. Would you all please stand? And can we give them a round of applause? Wherever you are. In addition, I would like to thank today's faculty marshals, Richard Atkins, Nasser Behanagar, Charles Hoffman, Dieter Roth, Martin Summers, and Aranthi Werapana. Finally, I wish to thank the members of the Huntington Brass Quintet who played so beautifully today. I would like to ask that the audience remain seated until the graduates, both on and off the stage, have left the auditorium. Then please, everyone, join us in the foyer for a reception. And could I have one and last final round of applause for all of our graduates? That's awesome.